Hello, fellow teachers and personal project supervisors. I hope that you're doing well. Today in our video, I'm going to give you a quick explanation for the things that we should be looking for on the personal project proposals and maybe the things that we can do to help guide our students at this point. So the personal project proposal is going to be due this Friday, October 9th. That afternoon, I'll ask you to go look at your student's proposal and approve or deny it based on what they've included in their proposal on ManageBack. I'll show you what that's going to look like in just a little bit. At this stage, the student needs to have a clear idea of their topic, their goal, which should be highly challenging for them, and a global context. We don't want to have any changes to their topic, goal, and global context after this point. So they really need to commit to what they're going to focus on and what they're going to do. They should also have a general idea for an inquiry question and the criteria for their eventual product. So remember, every student's making something different, whether it's a piece of art, a social media campaign, a business plan, whatever it is, they're all different. So the students have to create their own standards of success criteria. So essentially at this point, we just want them to outline very basic success criteria. They'll go back and edit this at a later point, but we want to understand, or we want them to show us that they know what they want to do, essentially at this point. So if they're going to write an essay, they should be able to say, my essay should be this long, have this many sources, have maybe so many sections, have a thesis that discusses this, right? So then in this way, we know that they know the direction they want to go. So the things that need to be final are the topic, goal, and global context. We need them to have a general inquiry question and some general criteria for the product that they think they want to make at this stage. So that's what we need to help them with. If we look in our drive here, so this is our teacher personal project drive. If we look in the supervisor resources folder, you can find all of these different slides. The ones we're talking about today is over here, making a proposal. Others that could be helpful to you that have been given and shared to the students are the global context and challenging goals slide here, which you can look through if you need to help your student develop a more challenging goal for themselves, or to make sure that their goal is challenging and that they're situating their context correctly. And you can also check here this little slides down here. They talk about how to use ManageBack properly for the proposal. So if you look there, you can find some more help there as well for you and your student. Okay, so when it comes to guiding them towards an inquiry question, if we make our way down here, the inquiry question needs to help them focus their research and sort of get their research started. The inquiry question needs to be a really open question that fits within their topic, that helps them work towards their goal, and that helps them maybe begin their research. It's sort of the initial inquiry question to begin the rest of their research. So this should be a question that, while they go to answer it, other questions will come up. It's basically the catalyst for the new questions and the investigations that they have to do. The inquiry question for them should help them explore the interest that they've chosen. It should give them open answers and should give them complex answers, not something super simple. We're not looking for yes or no. It's going to be challenging, and it should help them to advance their understanding and, as we said, look for more inquiry, right? The students, they can brainstorm different questions, and I strongly encourage them to look, I have encouraged them to look at the explorations within their global context. So whenever they chose a global context, we look through this document together in our workshop during training, but if they look here, they can look at different explorations within the global context they've chosen. So if your student is really struggling to come up with an inquiry question, maybe we can point them there to these different concepts that they can explore if they're stuck. So the inquiry question, again, just needs to be something that leads to more information and really encourages them to get started on their research. We have some examples of inquiry questions here if you want to see maybe what they could look like. When it comes to outlining the criteria, we're basically, the students, like I said before, they just need to say or kind of briefly outline the benchmarks for what their work or their product needs to hit in order to be successful. So these students, they need to outline the basic and the barest fundamental things that their product needs to have in order to be a successful product. They can do this maybe through a chart like this here, or one that looks more like this, but at this point they really just need to show you and show us as teachers that they know what they want to make. So what is their product going to be? what is it going to do, who is it made for, these kind of things. Those are the main things they need to outline at this point. Eventually, we're going to have them try to make something that looks a little bit more like this, that's more complex, that explains, the difference between a limited product and a really rigorous and detailed product that covers all of these different areas. But right now, we really just kind of need them to tell us what it's going to be, what it's going to do, how it's going to work. Just generally show us that they have an idea of what their product should be. Again, this can change. The inquiry question can be edited after they get to that the point that they're going to put in their proposal, but we just want to kind of know where they're going on each of these things. So on Friday, the students are going to fill in a table that looks a lot like this. So up here, they'll put their topic. This should just be the basic summary of what their project is. Maybe, for example, what you might title a poster about the project. So titles, their topics that could go here are like social media and self-esteem, sustainable business plans, animal rights in film, different things like that could be considered just the topic. So generally, what's it about? The goal, again, should be that highly challenging goal, which we can find information on creating here. If we come back out, highly challenging goals, we can learn more about them here and also here. So if you need help helping your student understand highly challenging goals, we can find those things there in our project. They'll indicate which global context they've chosen. They should be able to support that idea in their process journal as well, but that's not part of the proposal, but they should indicate the global context they've chosen. They should be able to come up with a basic inquiry question that sort of sets the stage for the rest of their research, and they should have the barest, simplest criteria for what their product is going to be. So that's going to be completed on the 9th. As teachers, I'll encourage you to look at these at the end of the day on the 9th. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll reach out to you again on Friday, letting you know a little bit more information on this, but please let me know if you have any questions. Write me an email, grab me in the halls. I'm happy to help in any way I can. Good luck. Thank you so much for paying attention. Also, sorry, there's no necessity for you to meet in person on Friday or this week with your student, but I've encouraged your students to reach out to you. So if they send you emails, please communicate with them. If a meet works for you, great. If you need to set up an online meeting or just have an email meeting, that's fine too. Just do what works best for you and your student. Again, let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to help. Good luck.